Well, hello everyone. Welcome to day 3 on Thriving for the Holidays. And today we are really excited. It's Wednesday, and we're going to really focus on Wednesdays just around the kitchen, because would you guys all agree with me that holidays are really centered around the kitchen? You know, that's where our family wants to gather. That's where we're baking, we're cooking, we're preparing for our family gatherings, and just all through the holidays. It just seems like the center focal point of the home. Would you agree, Debbie?
Yep, it is in my house.
So anyway, without further ado, I would love to introduce you to Debbie Eisensimmer. Debbie's a dear friend of mine, but she also, her and her husband Mark, have been in the health industry for 40 years. They are proud parents of 4 grown children and 3 in-law kids that they love dearly. Debbie's a grandma of 7 and very busy, I might add. So Debbie is one that's intentional. She has taken her family and thrived through many holidays. So I thought today would be such a great day to introduce you to Debbie and bring her on and have her share a few of her tips that she uses not only throughout the holidays, but all year long. Would you agree, Debbie, that these are just things that you've incorporated into your kitchen, into your lifestyle? So without further ado, I'm going to ask Debbie to come on and share a few tips.
Great. Christy, thank you. Thank you for that. And thank you for letting me come on with our Thriving Through the Holidays group. I am so excited about what we've already come through the last couple of days and where we're going over the course of this journey. So you're in my kitchen. Welcome to my kitchen. And I thought I'd just share a few things that I do that help with portion control. Now, one of the things we all need to remember is that, you know, it's not so much about the food. If we can cut those ties, the emotional ties to the food, and remember it's more about the company that we're keeping through the holidays, and there's other ways to make it really fun. Instead of cooking all those, you know, really exotic, maybe fatty, saucy recipes, we can make a greater emphasis on relationships and maybe on our presentation. So that's kind of what I wanted to focus on. Is that okay, Christy?
I love that. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. So just first of all, starting on a real case basis in my own home, I have all these cute little bowls because I really think one of the reasons we overeat sometimes is we have these great big bowls or these great big dishes, and if you only put a proper size serving in it, it looks like way too little. So I've invested in just some little bowls and then some littler bowls, because sometimes you need something even smaller, or even littler bowls that are just super cute, and it makes it really fun. We enjoy eating out of them. They make pretty presentation, whether I'm serving at a party or a holiday dinner or my own family. And I mean, just to show how little that last one is, there's just like 1 egg in here, but it just makes it really appropriate size. So if I want to have popcorn, for example, instead of getting the great big like popcorn bowl, just get a small little bowl. I fill it up, put the rest of the popcorn away, and I'm sitting down reading a book, watching TV, talking to friends, whatever it is I'm doing, and I'm a lot more likely to eat a smaller portion if the other is put away and I have just 1 portion.
I love that.
Yeah, and then that carries over into other areas. For example, really we should be eating with a 9-inch dinner dish. And when I took my dish out of the cupboard, and I have a really simple dish, because actually it used to be about a 13-inch dish. And when I learned that I should be having a smaller dish, I measured it and I actually got rid of those. And these are a lot smaller, but they're still 11 inches when I measure them. So an appropriate dinner dish size, you guys, as we are being taught, is more like a salad dish. So if you can find a smaller dish, especially if you have one of those big, beautiful, like I had big red pottery, it was such a cute dish. If you have great big dishes like that, it's really hard to have, you know, a deck size piece of meat and a couple cups of vegetables when your dish still looks empty. So find an appropriate sized dish.
Debbie, can I add something to that? I love those white dishes, and I actually got rid of all my old red dishes, because I read, and I know this to be true, that red increases your appetite. So white shows the vegetables, it shows the color on your plate, and it's far more appetizing with your food. So thank you. I love those white plates.
I think that's really true. And they're so versatile. If you do have other things you collect, they always go with everything. It's just adds a little pop of color.
Yeah.
You know, as you go to have, maybe you're going to have some oatmeal in the morning or some other food like that. If you put, you know, a cup of oatmeal in this, it's going to look like you hardly had anything for breakfast. So I really like, and I just got these at Bed Bath & Beyond. They are not, let's see, how do I show you the size comparison here?
Yeah, you can tell it's, yeah, there's a difference.
There you go. So this one's actually a lot smaller. And so when I have cereal or berries or oatmeal or something in this, I feel like I have a full bowl and it looks really attractive instead of overeating with this or feeling like I'm being deprived. So it also carries over to the holidays. So now you're going to have a party and you have people coming over. So you're going to serve them on great big dishes and you've got a potluck going on and they feel like they have to fill a great big dish. Well, what I like to do, instead of having the traditional big paper plates, I like to do something that's cute and smaller. And then as they go around, they'll take a little bit smaller portions. They look like they have a full dish. If they really want to, they can always get a second dish, but it helps keep the portions more appropriate and helps you, because it helps you keep your portions more appropriate. As you're serving, instead of using the great big tablespoon, maybe use a smaller spoon, something that's maybe, I'm kind of into presentation, so, you know, it's a little bit of a decorative spoon. Use something different like that. If people are going to be scooping something, instead of using the traditional big ice cream scoop, there's some really cute little melon ballers, and you can just see, hopefully you can see how much smaller that is when I put it over the top of it there. So, you know, it's a nice way to scoop things up and yet have them come out at a nice size. So anyway, those are some of the things that I do in my kitchen every day that help us have meals that focus around our people, our friendships, our relationships, attractive, pretty meals, and keeping those portions under control.
Thank you, Debbie. I love those tips. And too, just to remember that the holidays really, truly, if you write a list of why you're showing up, you know, we want to eat well, but we really, really, really want to just focus on our family and friends and just celebrating why we showed up together. So Debbie, thank you so much for your tips today. They are going to help a lot of people. And you guys just go out and have a great Wednesday. Take care. Bye-bye.
Enjoy.